characteristics of codependency are so big. And when we lump them in one topic, I just feel, sometimes I feel like I'm fire hosing because it's such a big topic. And the reason I break it down that way is because my brain couldn't understand it from 18 years ago. And I've been trying to get it since then. So I appreciate the opportunity to put some of these characteristics or these traits together, and then to be able to define it's not always pathology or recovery. Like sometimes it's somewhere in the middle. And when I am a part of something that is supporting my recovery, to outgrow it means it worked. Many, 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 many of my beautiful people, some of you on the screen, have done sessions with me about outgrowing friends, outgrowing sponsors, and outgrowing groups. That's not bad or wrong. That means it did exactly what it was supposed to do. I can't tell you how many therapists I've outgrown. I'm just kidding, but I have a lot of them in a lot of years. But I do, and that was a reframe that was offered to me. Amber, that's not bad or wrong. That means they did their job. And so now that's what I hold and I offer back to fellow travelers, whether I'm working or I'm supporting, because it seems so honoring. Like, I know one time, it's been several months ago, but one time I talked about healthy closure. And so many of you contacted me like during and after and was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was a great topic. Being able to have healthy closure of a relationship or closure of a group. It's not something that we experience very often. And recovery is one thing that offers healthy closure, meaning it doesn't have to be something bad that is the reason that this is ending. It can also be good. It can be healthy to outgrow something. And one of the defining factors of that is, am I getting what I need? I know in a lot of therapy relationships, myself and therapists, that's how I knew I was ready to move to a different modality. Because I talk about us a lot as our body's a sponge, and it's going to absorb everything that it needs. And going to sessions, I couldn't figure out what I was getting out of it because my sponge was full. It's not bad or wrong. It's that I had achieved those goals. I had healed as much as I was going to heal from that modality. And so I kept going deeper and deeper and deeper. And part of it, I think it was a compliment. I'm going to say that it was. Someone said to me just last week, Amber, you're really comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm going to take it as a compliment. Because I believe I'm not growing if I'm comfortable. Like if I'm comfortable and I'm complacent, that I'm not growing anywhere. And it's not that I need to grow every day, but if I'm hungry and I'm wanting more, then I want to grow more. So I want to offer that as one of the solutions, one of the recovery tools for this is just a gentle reframe of, if I switch meetings, even if I switch programs or I do 2 programs, not just one, it is about the gray area. It's not about the yes or the no, the good or the bad. I can acknowledge that I got everything that I needed and be so grateful for that. And sometimes that happens with relationships too. We outgrow some relationships. And that's, for me, has been really scary as I've heard some of you guys talk about it. The tool that I want to end on, oh shit, I ran over. Sorry. The tool that I want to end on is what makes I'm going to say what makes our world different now, as opposed to being in a disease process, being in a relapse or pre-recovery, is we have the power of the redo. I can repair anything. Now, does it mean the other person is going to accept it? I don't have any control over that. But when my recovery gives me the gift of awareness that I was like, ooh, I didn't handle that well. Can I have a redo? Or when I go to my husband and say, I did a really shitty job with that. Can I please have a redo? Thank goodness he always says yes. And I don't have control over that, right? But I always have the option of a redo. That's important to me for me. I don't have to be perfect because I always have the option of a repair. Hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope that that spoke to whatever was coming up in your hearts.